shit.
Alright, I'm here with Jamaal Tyson, or did you still go by the Truth? Still the Truth?
I can't get away from the name Tyson. I'm trying to, man, for the long. I can't get away from it, but it's the truth.
Okay, the Truth Davis. So you're going to fight on February 23rd against Patrick Majewski. Now, Majewski, I think he used to be the NABF middleweight champion,
right.
but
was originally called for, it was for the NABF. He was stripped of it.
Right, I think Curtis Stevens won the vacant title from Elvin Ayala.
Yeah.
Did you watch that fight? No. But
I've been trying to. I tried to catch the fight with him and Latif, just because I was, me and Latif is good friends, but I never caught it, and I'm glad that I didn't now.
So, are you still looking to get the NABF title if you win?
I'm looking to get whatever title comes his way, whoever has it. And so, in this game right now, there's too many people picking who they want to fight and stuff like that. I don't have time to pick who I want to fight or anything. All I can do now is just train and be properly prepared for whoever they put in front of me.
Okay. Now, you and Majewski have about the same amount of pro fights, but while he has a better record, you fought the better opposition. Probably at the top of that list, or at least as far as who people know, would be Peter Killen. Undefeated WBO middleweight champion right now. Do you remember that fight?
Do I remember it?
Yeah.
I do remember it. I mean, it was a good fight. It was a fight where both of us was early on in our careers, and as we can see, the better man moved on and did better things and stuff. Whereas I stumbled. So it's up to me right now to get back on track with this fight right here. Be properly prepared.
Okay. Now, since after the loss to Killen, you lost another 2 fights in a row, and then you gradually moved down to the junior middleweight division. Did you think you were too small to be a middleweight?
I thought that I was too small to be a middleweight. I had the physical capability and stuff. I could move in the middleweight, but I just didn't have the punch or the power to stand middleweight. I didn't probably have the physique size for the middleweight division, so I felt as though that was going to be a lot harder for me to stay right there with the guys being constantly taller than me and stuff like that. The height plays a major factor at middleweight.
Okay. So what made you decide to move back up now?
Well, we were sitting down here after the last 2 performances and stuff, and they had said that they was looking for proper fights at junior middleweight. They was taking too long to come up with the proper fights and stuff. So it was just like right after my last fight, I was right back in the gym. I was training, and it became harder to get the fights that they was looking for. So I got tired of sitting. So I told them just go ahead and fight me anywhere between 60 and 54 for right now. You can put me at 54 for something big or, a title or whatever. But right now, just to keep me active, let me go ahead and fight at 60.
All right. Now, a Peltz Boxing press release recently said that, you are more of a mover who likes to pick his spots, while Majewski is, a banger who has more power. Do you agree with that?
Given my last performances, I let the critics go ahead and say what they want to say. I'm not one to feed into what they say because they're not in the ring. So for me to be known as a place shot fighter, is one thing and stuff, but I can't punch too and stuff. The problem is just sitting down. It's not even a problem. The thing is sitting down and knowing what I can do. I know I can punch. We all know I can punch. We all know I'm strong and stuff. But now with stepping up right here into this division and stuff, it's going to be important for me to show my total capabilities.
Yeah, I covered your rematch with Alberto Medina, and but by the end of the fight, you had him spitting out his mouthpiece over and over again. So clearly you can punch.
Yeah, I was extremely. I was mad in that fight right there. Everybody know that I was extremely hyped about the fight Harry Yorkie and stuff. I was really looking forward to the Harry Yorkie fight, but when that didn't go down and stuff, they brought this one back, so I got geared up for it because I felt as though the first fight was close and I should have been. The outcome should have been me victorious and stuff. But, you know, it was what it was. It made the rematch better for me and stuff. And I felt as though I saved my career and I showed a great performance in that one. Not great, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a close fight. You know, I thought you pulled it out. Moving back to Majewski. Both of you are, you know, neither one of you are strangers to Bally's in Atlantic City, which is where you're going to fight. But, you know, he's never lost there. And that includes, you know, his most recent fight with Patrick, I think. Who was it? Chris Fitzpatrick. And you weren't there for that fight, were you? No. Well, I think it was a TKO win, but it was based on Fitzpatrick, you know, not being able to. It was a cut. It was cut like from an earlier round, and you know, they appeared to control the bleeding, and they just decided to stop it. I think it was the fifth. After the fifth, and it didn't get any worse. But see, had they, you know, stopped it earlier, it would have been no contest. And the funny thing was, you know, Majewski, you know, I think he was, you know, got cut up himself, like right in that round before. So, you know, this guy, you know, he's never lost a decision, and you know, he's fought in Atlantic City, you know, numerous times. You know, Bally's, other places. Do you feel that, you know, you have to, you know, really go in there and, you know, win? Like, not just a close decision, but like, you know, a comfortable decision?
I feel as though I have to go in there and I have to win. And I have to take the fight out of the judges' hands. As far as being in the venue where he's fighting at, you know, people sitting up here saying that he's never lost in Atlantic City at Bally's and stuff like that. Last time I checked, there was 2 fighters and stuff, you know. So therefore, he's not fighting. I'm not fighting Bally's. I'm fighting Patrick Majewski, and I'm looking forward to that part. But I don't feel as though where we're fighting at is going to make a difference. This fight has been offered to both fighters before, and my answer has always been the same. I'm willing to fight any and everybody. I really don't care who it is. You can call it what you want. Some people call it cocky, some people call it foolish. But the way I look at it is, I'm a goon. I'm a gun. I love fighting. So this is what we signed up for. I'm not signed up to duck anybody or worry about where they're from and worry about if they lost here, if they lost there. I'll fight any and everybody.
It's okay.
It is what it is.
All right, now you're trained by Sharon Baker and Naseem Richardson. Could you just describe to you know, fans out there what it's like working with them?
Well, working with Sharon is very it's a lot of fun. She's a head trainer in a male dominant sport. And the only way anybody's going to recognize her is by me winning. And she also is assisted by Brother Nazim, which if she wasn't a good trainer at all, Brother Nazim would pay no attention to her. But Brother Nazim see the potential in her and stuff and knows that her information is correct and stuff. She just has to have the athlete to go out and take care of every assignment that she's given. Every assignment that she gives me, it's my job to go out there and execute every assignment. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? Sharon, Brother Nazim, love them to death. You know, they keep me motivated, they keep me going. And Brother Nazim has kept me motivated extremely in this right here. He really gets under your skin to push to be better. And, you know what I mean? Same thing with this, here where I'm at, Schuler's Gym. You know what I mean? Buster, Dafair, you know, Gata, everybody that I'm around and stuff, man, they keep you motivated to be better.
Speaking of Dafair, he's been one of your sparring partners leading up to this fight.
Yeah, yeah. I like beating on him, you know. But say no, Jamaal Davis is a good fighter. I think he's gonna win on the 23rd. Shock the world when he's gonna get a shot. He deserves it.
Okay. Any other sparring partners you've used? No.
Khalid Whitmore, Bigfoot, Yusuf Mack. We had work set up later on today with up-and-coming prospect, Julian Williams.
Yeah, he just had a fight on Showbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
He doing his thing, and also, you know, the work has been great. You know, the motivation for this fight has been great, and it's just a lot of fun. You know, having these people around and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of people that we look up to in this gym. You know, Steve Cunningham, Yusuf Mack, Dafair. It's a lot of experience here. You know, we have a lot of different talents. Everybody is everywhere, whereas though anybody is coming up, no matter what, amateurs, anything, everybody's done something in every field. So, you know what I mean, there's always somebody you can learn from and get advice from.
Okay. NBC Sports televised your last fight with Joel Carrasquillo.
Yeah.
And even though he's a very experienced veteran, you more or less took him to school. But one of those rounds of the 8 happened to be a lot longer than 3 minutes. It was like 5.5 minutes. And what was that like?
It was funny because even though it looked like it didn't bother me, which it didn't, I felt it. So like when it happened and stuff, as the round went on, I was like, you know, this round is extremely long. But all I could think was the preparation for the fight, which is so good. You know, the work that I had for it, the smash coming in and helping me properly get prepared for this fight, for that one and stuff. It was just like crazy and stuff because he couldn't get past the jab for real. And I'm just working off the jab, and even though it was more opportunities and stuff, I just kept working off the jab. You know, and it was beneficial to me. You know, so it was a lot of fun. That long round, I felt it, and I said to myself mentally that it was long, but I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna make sure I get this win, and I'm gonna look good again. So that was the trick.
All right. Now, which fights of your career have been the most satisfying, the most entertaining, and the most difficult?
The most satisfying fight was the last fight and stuff. And the reason why, because it showed that I was just able to pay attention, listen to the instructions that I was given by my corner, and go out and do my assignments. The most difficult was the one before that because it was a rematch, and I was forced to stay smart in the fight, whereas those spots where I wanted to just fight, you was able to see some of those spots. You know, especially like the beginning of the last round, I was willing to just sit there the whole round and just rumble. But then, you know, those are my 2 highlighting moments because it showed that my focus is back and I'm ready to be back where I should have never left from. So back to hard work, dedication, staying properly prepared.
Okay. Yeah, who were some of your favorite fighters from the past and present?
Past?
Yeah.
From the past, you know, you got to go with Bernard Hopkins. You know, you look up to him and stuff like that, beating around him.
Past? He's just fighting for a world title in a couple months.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, you look at it, you look at it, look at his age and everything. Like, he's in there and stuff. And there was a time where people, you know, before the Trinidad fights and stuff like that, people was looking at him and stuff. I personally started watching Bernard. Like, my uncle used to always tell me about him. But I started watching him at the second Antoine Echols fight. You know, then, like, after that, like, being around him, and then, you know, learning from him and stuff like that, being able to sit down and talk to him and stuff was always beneficial to you and everything. Then I've been around Shane Mosley, Prince Bardee, you know, stuff like that. You know, my past fighters and stuff. But right now, my present fighters are my current people that I'm around, my stablemates. Steve Cunningham, Dafair Smith, Yusuf Mack, Carl Dargan, you know, Julian. You know, those are the guys that's in right now and stuff that, you know, you cool with, you should have been, you talk to and stuff. And even though I may be the experienced guy out of Julian and any other up-and-coming guys and stuff, they still my favorites and stuff. You know, I mean, they the people that you watching for right now.
Okay. Do you know, what's your motivation, you know, to box at all? You know, just to get in the ring?
My motivation is, you know, I love fighting. I love the sport of boxing and stuff. My wife grinds me out about it all the time. She say I can't do it without being in the gym. It's like I gotta be here. But, you know, it's always been a part of me. Fighting has always been a part of me. But the gym, it's the atmosphere, it's the people and stuff. You know, whatever you're going through outside, when you walk into this gym, you leave it at the door and stuff. And you're forced to come in and learn new things and stuff like that. You learn how to channel your anger different and stuff. Whereas though I grew up fighting a lot, you know, and I grew up seeing a lot of things that no young man should see or any kid should see. You know, I seen my mom physically abused and stuff like that, and I was helpless. So, you know, I catered to the streets a little bit. My mom seen that trouble coming, she sent me around. And after that, you know, we turned everything into a fight. So that's what boxing came into play at, and I just loved it ever since.
Okay, one last thing. Anything you want to, you know, say to your fans out there?
I want to thank my fans. I want to thank the whole Schulers, the whole Concrete Jungle, Jazz, Miss Spring, Crystal, you know, Bus, Dafair, Yusuf, Brother Nine, Mama Eddie, Rock, Dynamite, Bear. You know what I mean? My whole Concrete Jungle family, my whole Shoeless family, my wife Tamika. You know what I mean? You know, everybody that support, you know, what we trying to do and stuff, and is with me 100%. You know what I mean? Without them, you know, I wouldn't be doing this and stuff. There'd be no motivation. Without the James Shoeless gym here, I definitely, I mean, don't know what I'd be doing and stuff. This place has been home. It's been a great place for me. I mean, since day one, I've always used this gym as a college. So, you know what I mean? I always loved it. Home, my wife Tamika, you know, my kids. I do this for them. You know what I mean? To provide a better future for them. So that's all I have. My kids and my family.
All right, now people can follow you on Twitter at TheTrue53, and they can watch you fight live February 23rd at Bally's Atlantic City, or over the internet, or on GoFight or GFL.tv.
Yes, sir. And they can follow me on Instagram at TheTruth53, DATRUTH 53, all together, and Facebook.
Okay.
Good old Facebook. Can't go wrong with Facebook. Jamaal Davis.
All right, looking forward to it.